Coming up on this special holiday edition of AgweekTV, a look back at some of our favorite stories of the year, including an emotional father-son reunion at the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers reunion, a profile of two farmers incredibly grateful for the help of farm rescue, and a visit with a man who's been farming for nearly 100 years. Welcome to our annual holiday edition of AgweekTV. I'm Shauna Olson. We're taking a look back at some of our favorite and most popular stories of the year. Our Agweek reporting staff is joining me. Jonathan Knutson, Mikkel Pates, Jenny Schlecht, and Rose Dunn are all here. We'd like to thank Butler Machinery for hosting us. We're at their corporate headquarters in Fargo, and you can see some of their wonderful equipment behind us. One of my favorite events each September is the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers reunion in Rolog. For decades, old-timers and young alike step back in time to see equipment more than 100 years old. This year, there was a very special reunion that revolved around a 1907 Reeves engine. Head to Rolog, Minnesota this time of year and you'll find farmers like Mark Danielson.
Oh, I've got Rolog fever.
With a passion for steam engines.
It's very in my blood. I've done this since I was a kid. This time of the year is very special to me.
Being at Rolog with their Reeves 1907 tractor is a family affair.
You remember the water tanks, how we had to fill those?
Yeah.
This day was extra special as Mark's dad Myron visited from his nursing home.
I'm glad he came out today. I miss having him here.
Yeah, it means a lot.
We have done a lot of repair work over the years. It's not a low-cost hobby.
Mark's grandpa bought this tractor.
This one was hiding out in the woods by Park Rapids at a sawmill.
He restored it, and it's been parked at Rolog since 1956. These tractors play an important role in our nation's history.
It would have been used for breaking prairie sod. And once the prairie sod was broken, and they were farming the stuff, they did a lot of thrashing and sawing of lumber with it.
Mark let me take it for a spin.
It's a blast. This is my first time steaming up this year, and I really like that first trip through. Now we're ready to go.
More?
Yep, keep going.
This is amazing. I didn't realize it would be so much work.
Most of them were scrapped in World War II. As the situation was so desperate in wartime that if you didn't give up machinery you weren't using, you were considered unpatriotic. Danielson
says that's why tractors like these are so rare.
It was the first mechanized power that a farmer had. One day this shows up on a flat car at the local depot and, okay, what are we going to do with this thing?
Now, from the steam era to aviation, it takes a special set of skills to be an ag pilot. Mikkel Pates profiled one in Madison, South Dakota, who's teaching others how to do it.
Shauna, there's 4,000 spray pilots in the country and only 4 schools that teach them how to do it. Longtime instructor Morris Riggin gave me a bird's eye view, and it was quite a trip.
Clear. I was flying before my feet would reach the pedals.
Morris Riggin has been teaching ag pilots since he was 19. He started flying about 10 years before that.
I don't ever remember not being in an airplane.
The Riggin family has been up in the air for about 100 years. Morris's great uncle was a World War I fighter pilot, and his dad, Wayne, was a flight instructor in World War II.
After World War II was over, the company he worked for in Mississippi said, hey, we're going to start this new crop dusting business. He says, we don't know anything about it. Would you like to hang around and do it? So that's how Dad started spraying.
Wayne started Riggin Flight Service in 1947, teaching crop dusters.
Back then, a lot of the people that were into agriculture were ex-military. So you take them a couple days, you'd show them how to fly low, and we had people actually flagging back then. We use GPS now, GPS for everything. The light bar that shows us left and right of course is mounted up on the cowling. Initially when we first got them, we had them in the cockpit. Then we realized that was too close. You need to look out while you're flying.
But as the planes got bigger and more expensive, insurance companies wanted pilots to be trained better.
And so that's how I came into kind of dedicating my flight school to doing agricultural pilots. There's no graceful way to do this.
Gotta be pretty fit to do this. Just get into the plane. Ag aviation takes many specific skills for safe operation in a business with no margin for error.
Especially with a loading airplane, because every time you turn, it's different. And we teach them the basics, you know, how to go find the field, how to scout the field from the air. Then we actually teach them how to fly low. So this is the height, about 10 foot. There's just some people that when it gets right down to it, aren't cut out to fly low.
You were talking about the ex-military helicopter pilots.
He was trained as a medevac pilot. You know, they go into hot landing zones and they're being shot at. We flew down across the field. I gave him a demo, right? And on the way back, he looked at me. He says, "That's enough of that." He says, "I've never been so scared in my life."
Well, that was a nice little flight. Very smooth landing.
Well, nothing that 40,000 hours won't teach you.
Regan Flight Service teaches about 20 new ag aviation students a year in an industry that could use about 200. For Ag Week, this is Mikkel Pates at Madison, South Dakota.
Coming up on this special holiday best of edition of Ag Week TV, how a couple of North Dakota farmers in need were helped by Farm Rescue. But first, we thought it would be fun to show you a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes as we work to bring you Ag Week TV. The number of grain entrapment cases is rising. What happened?
I think that this is a perfect place to raise finnet. A little farther than I thought.
Ah, Cody's here with the baby!
Farm equipment business up in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. Let's hope that this thing is on. It'll probably be
But I'm more comfortable in glasses.
I'm 120, 130, 130, 55. Once around the block, 212 miles right here, now half them times up. So
if you're thinking about selling a piece of land, or you're looking to sell some farm equipment, or if you're thinking about a retirement or involved in an estate, give us a call. We'll sit down and tell you all about the Steffes way. We think it's a good way. That's how we approach it. If any of those are in your plans, give us a call or go to steffesgroup.com. Learn all about us. Hope to hear from you.
Make every minute of the growing season count. Schedule your equipment for a genuine Case IH parts and service uptime inspection at Titan Machinery. Our professional service technicians have the training and experience to pinpoint and repair problems before they have a chance to shut you down during the season. Avoid the high cost of in-season downtime. Give yourself the peace of mind knowing your equipment is ready to work. Schedule your equipment today by going to uptime18.com or calling your local Titan Machinery dealer. That's Titan Machinery, providing you with genuine Case IH parts and service.
Intelligent farming means more crop from every acre. That starts with smart machines and precision application. Introducing the new Rogator C-Series from Challenger, featuring a newer, smarter, more precise way to apply fertilizers and nutrients, more accurately and more efficiently than ever before, resulting in less overlap and less crop damage, all to make you more productive and more profitable. To find out more, contact Butler Machinery today.
At Superior Grain Equipment, we're committed to quality and service, offering you the best in grain storage and dryers for any size operation. Our experts will work with you to determine the most efficient and economical storage solution for your needs. We help protect your bottom line and your future with the industry's best bins and warranties. Make the superior choice for protection today and tomorrow with Superior Grain Equipment.
If you get right down to it, what's a farmer's job? Well, farmer's job is to feed people. Farmers collectively, our job is to feed the world. At Peterson Farm Seed, we get to have a little bit bigger picture right in our region. We get to help those farmers that we work with increase their productivity, increase the yields that they get on their farms, and as a result, more people can eat.
Welcome back to this special holiday edition of Ag Week TV, and thanks to Butler Machinery for hosting us. It's the time of year we reflect on what we're grateful for, and for two men, one answer might be farm rescue. Jenny Schlecht visited with a couple of North Dakota farmers who were recently helped through some tough times.
Shauna, Farm Rescue provides equipment and volunteers for those who could use a helping hand. I spoke to two ranchers about what Farm Rescue means to them. It hasn't been an easy year for Mark Naden or Doug Beekler. But both Emmons County ranchers say they have a lot to be thankful for.
As soon as I was able to look at my arm, I knew that I was going to lose it.
Doug Buechler was in what they call a double crisis. His ranch is in the drought area, and he lost his right arm in a farm accident in June. He's grateful for the help of his family, friends, and farm rescue to get him through.
The people that are out there and the willingness to help others and just the good in people is just such a great thing. It's undescribable and something that's just really going to help me out, and I'm never going to forget it.
Farm Rescue was started in 2005 by Bill Gross. Since then, they've helped more than 500 farm families through injury, illness, or natural disaster, with the help of lots of volunteers.
Free planting, haying, harvesting, and this summer a lot more hay hauling through something we call Operation Hay Lift.
Mark Naden was undergoing cancer treatment at harvest time, and he's grateful Farm Rescue stepped in to help.
It meant a lot for us. We were able to finish get our harvest done in a timely fashion. Without them, we'd have been working another 10 days trying to get our wheat harvest done.
In fact, it was the second time Farm Rescue has helped Naden. They planted his crops when he was first diagnosed 4 years ago.
There aren't a lot of organizations like Farm Rescue. There's a big need for the services that are provided through our organization. And a lot of times it can be the difference between, a family farm having to hang things up or, leaving a legacy for future generations.
Naden and Buechler both say they've learned how many good people there really are in their communities.
Talk about a bunch of dedicated guys from all walks of life. I just hope someday that I'm able to volunteer for Farm Rescue.
In Emmons County, this is Jenny Schlecht for Ag Week.
Still ahead on this special edition of AgweekTV, you can't make beer without hops, but you might be surprised to see how they're grown. But first, a few more outtakes from our blooper reel. Coming up on Ag News, Ag News?
Sioux tribal concerns over protein.
For Ag Week TV, this is Michael Pates in the shade. Would have been nice if that sun would have.
Hello, that's me. You got it. Woo, good job.
Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley source for Batco. Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley Batco dealer.
We're excited to bring you the new Ag Week app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your Ag Week news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take Ag Week with you. Download the new Ag Week app today.
Midwest Bank knows the business of ag. That's where our roots are. We have a commitment to agriculture and believe in the farming families in our communities. We salute these doers. Your dedication to the land powered by financial resources is what gets things done, now and into the future. Turn to Midwest Bank, where we understand farming and can keep you and your operation going strong. Doers, welcome.
Martinson Ag Risk Management offers a variety of crop marketing and crop insurance packages to our customers. With over 40 years of experience, our dedicated staff works hard to ensure you get the best advice on crop insurance, marketing, and risk management. Contact Randy or any of the staff at Martinson Ag Risk Management today at 701-205-4200 or visit us online at martinsonag.com.
Luckin Trucks and Parts sells quality used parts for all makes and models. with over 50 acres of trucks and parts and new inventory arriving daily. Family owned and operated since 1966, Luckins specializes in the sale of quality used medium to heavy duty truck parts as well as pre-owned trucks, trailers, and construction equipment. If it's on a truck, we got it. Call us today and let us get you your part.
Welcome back to our holiday best of edition of AgweekTV from Butler Machinery in Fargo. There's growing interest in locally brewed beer, and that means a growing demand for hops. Rose Dunn, you recently visited a farm where they were harvesting hops.
Hops are a key ingredient in brewing beer. They're a little tricky to grow and harvest, but the Ostley family is making a business of it. You can't have beer without hops.
In the brewing process, they add bitterness and flavor and aroma. They also have a little preservation aspect.
And this beer, made at the Fargo Brewing Company, uses hops grown and harvested at the Ostley Sunnyside Acres Farm near Carrington, North Dakota.
One of the things that the craft brewers love is being able to get locally sourced products.
Mike Ostley and his wife Lindsay first started thinking about growing hops when he was working on his PhD at Colorado State.
On there they have microbreweries on every corner, and we really kind of enjoyed that atmosphere. And then we moved back here and things were just kind of starting to kick off from the craft brewing side, and we thought we'd try to help them out a little bit.
They found this 36-acre farmstead near Carrington and started to build their business. They started growing hops about 3 years ago.
The Ostleys are among just a handful of hops growers in North Dakota and northwest Minnesota, and Mike says demand for his crop far exceeds supply, but he cautions it's not an easy crop to start growing.
It's really different and requires a lot of experience to get a handle on growing hops correctly. Not only just with the height of the plants and the trellising involved, but also the way you harvest the product.
After being cut down, the plants are cut into 3 or 4 foot lengths and fed into the harvester, which separates the cones. Ostley has just one of 2 harvesters in the state, which makes the job a little easier. Then they're dried, ground, and pelletized before being packaged for brewing. Ostley's wife, Lindsay, is the business manager. In addition to helping with the hops, she's working to grow the business into a tourist destination. They also grow and sell berries, garlic, and tea.
It's a lot of work to grow hops, and it's a lot of work what we do, but we also really enjoy what we're doing. So, for me, that's worth it.
Right now, the Ostleys have about half an acre of hops. They plan to double that, but that's probably their limit because hops are so labor-intensive. Near Carrington,
I love all the butterflies out here.
This is Rose Dunn for Ag Week.
Up next on this year-end favorites edition of AgweekTV, we'll meet a man who's been farming for nearly a century. But first, more AgweekTV outtakes.
Coming up on AgweekTV, we talked to North Dakota Senator Heidi Heitkamp about we talk about the
There's something about this script that gets me.
Issues affecting the ag economy and farmers. That was stupid.
I mean, they were jumping in their seat. I'm like, okay, turning it off.
As we start a new year in farming,
and I just really needed like a Mountain Dew, so I took it, and I don't know who to tell.
Midwest Bank knows the business of ag. That's where our roots are. We have a commitment to agriculture and believe in the farming families in our communities. We salute these doers. Your dedication to the land powered by financial resources is what gets things done, now and into the future. Turn to Midwest Bank, where we understand farming and can keep you and your operation going strong. Doers, welcome.
TrueFlex Land Rollers. TrueFlex Land Rollers are designed with today's farmer in mind. With a 42-inch roller diameter, features include a heavy-duty hinge and wing lock, true roller overlap, 3-inch replaceable roller shafts, hydraulic wing steer, and more. As manufacturers, we can custom build to any size. For questions, call us toll-free or check us out online. TrueFlex Land Rollers, a division of Sprayflex.
Make every minute of the growing season count. Schedule your equipment for a genuine Case IH parts and service uptime inspection at Titan Machinery. Our professional service technicians have the training and experience to pinpoint and repair problems before they have a chance to shut you down during the season. Avoid the high cost of in-season downtime. Give yourself the peace of mind knowing your equipment is ready to work. Schedule your equipment today by going to uptime18.com or calling your local Titan Machinery dealer. That's Titan Machinery, providing you with genuine Case IH parts and service.
Intelligent farming means more crop from every acre. That starts with smart machines and precision application. Introducing the new Rogator C-Series from Challenger, featuring a newer, smarter, more precise way to apply fertilizers and nutrients, more accurately and more efficiently than ever before, resulting in less overlap and less crop damage, all to make you more productive and more profitable. To find out more, contact Butler Machinery today.
Dream of building a new home, garage, shop, barn, or commercial space? What if you could create your ideal building for less than you ever imagined? Want to build a cabin in the woods, a workshop, storage space? Then call your Hanson personal building designer now, and we'll include professionally engineered, sealed plans to your new building absolutely free. Save up to thousands of dollars. Build your ideal dream for less than you ever imagined. Call now.
Welcome back to this special holiday edition of AgweekTV from Butler Machinery. Many people farm well past what's considered to be retirement age, but this year, Jonathan Knudsen met a man who has most everyone beat.
Well, Earl Mollinger has been farming for 97 years. The Northwest Minnesota farmer celebrated his 100th birthday this August. Just a remarkable man, so much energy and mental sharpness, and he credits a lot of that to staying active in farming.
I don't know, I thought when people got 100 they were really old, but I don't feel that old.
Earl Mollinger has been involved in farming his whole life here at Oslo. He doesn't actively farm now, but he's still very involved with the farm, which raises wheat, soybeans, and sugar beets.
Well, I've farmed 1,000 acres, but I don't go out in the field anymore. I figure I'm a windshield farmer.
Earl rents out his land, but he still decides how to manage the farm. In fact, he picked up a tip on the golf course that led to an attractive wheat sale.
On the way home, I got a phone in the car and I called up El Rado or Market, and they said $6.19, so I sold 5,000 bushels. And that was most I got for wheat for at least 3 years.
Earl has some tips for a long and active life.
Keep involved in things, keep your mind active, and exercise.
Many things in ag have changed over the past century, but senior farmers are as important as ever. For Ag Week, I'm Jonathan Knudsen.
Still ahead on our holiday show, a special musical performance from one of our AgweekTV reporters. But first, more outtakes from our show.
Always remember, we can be Okay.
Whether it's their first year or they've been here every other year. Sorry.
Has a brighter future because it is.
We'll see you next week. Well, I won't.
And learn about new products or new ways of farming. Yeah. This show features more than 400 vendor booths in a 226,000 square foot area. There are several educational
You're not allowed
to. Where do you go for the latest news in agriculture? Agweek Magazine. Reaching over 30,000 farmers and ranchers in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Montana. Agweek provides the most up-to-date information on the markets, the trends, and the people who make it all happen. We're your source for news, not fluff. Dependable, trusted, Agweek. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-811-2580. We're excited to bring you the new Agweek app with useful features, the latest news and information. Get your Agweek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take Agweek with you. Download the new Agweek app today.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
This past year, AgweekTV has covered stories from North Dakota to South Texas and from eastern Montana to the East Coast. Here are a few of my favorites from 2017. We traveled to Washington, D.C. to check out the newest restaurant opened by the North Dakota Farmers Union, where they provide a flavor of the state in every meal. We got to meet the presidential turkeys in Minnesota and see how they were raised. 2 turkeys from that flock were pardoned by President Trump. The Johnson Cattle Drive near Sharon, North Dakota was my favorite story of the year. The Johnson family moves 400 head 14 miles every fall. What a sight. And as a horse lover, meeting the famous Budweiser Clydesdales and seeing them parade through downtown Fargo was certainly a highlight. You can check out all those stories and more at agweek.com. We all know Mikkel Pates is a great ag reporter, but he's also a great singer. He's a member of the gospel quartet called In God We Trust. And Mikkel, your group made its debut on our show last year. What's new?
Well, we've had our first full year with our new bass, Jim Seeley, who's been a delight. We have played to some new places, including the Crooked Lane Farm down at Colfax, North Dakota. Soon we'll be having a Facebook presence so people can kind of keep track of us.
Thanks, Mikkel. And thank you for watching our holiday edition of AgweekTV. Special thanks to Butler Machinery in Fargo for hosting us. We hope you are enjoying happy holidays with your family and friends, and we look forward to seeing all of you in 2018. We leave you now with Mikkel's Quartet, In God We Trust. We'll see you next week as we begin another year of AgweekTV.
He's just smiling, lay down his heavy load. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.